me something to let go. Give me something to let go.
Hey guys, it's Dylan and welcome back to my channel. This week I'm making a DIY circle mirror that has a wooden edge around it. It's the one behind me right here. And these are really popular on the internet lately and you've probably seen them. I know Urban Outfitters has them selling for $200, but however mine costs less than $30 to make. And I love DIYs that are super cheap to make, but they look just as good. And yeah, I also have an announcement at the very end, so keep watching for that. But other than that, let's just get right into the video. To begin, you will need to buy a large mirror. The size really depends on how big you want it to be, but in my case, I got a 20-inch by 24-inch mirror. Next, you will need the circle glass cutter. I have it linked down below along with the rest of the tools. Start by measuring the height and width of the mirror to find the exact middle. Once you have it, push down the knob so it stays in place. Then you will have to decide how big you want the circle to be. I made mine with a diameter of 18 inches and this can be adjusted by moving the cutter up and down onto the bar. Now it's time to score the mirror. In one motion, take the knob cutter and press and drag onto the mirror. It should make this loud screeching noise as you go. Stop right before the line of where you started, and then take off the tool by pulling up the lever. The next two tools you will need is a glass cutter, which are so cheap, and a pair of cut running pliers. This has a bump on one side and is flat on the other, making the glass break easily. And before you get started, remember to put on your safety goggles. Now take the pliers and gently press down on the line. You should start to see this crack getting bigger around the scored line like this. This means you're doing it right. You can also lightly bend the mirror to reach harder areas to get with the pliers. Now apply a bit more pressure on with the pliers until it breaks off. Usually only a little side falls off at first, so keep going until it is all off and only the circle is remaining. Next you will need unfinished oak toe kick. This is perfect because it's thin and bends easily. We'll use this for the edge of the mirror. Then cut the width into long strips of 1.5 centimeters. Make sure the length is 56 inches if you're making the same size as me. Once it's cut, it's time to stain. I'm using a dark walnut Danish oil. Apply it to the front and back along with the sides. Now mark the wood 1 centimeter from the edge with a pencil. This helps so it is evenly placed onto the mirror. Then align the mirror onto the pencil marking and use hot glue for it to attach. Hold it each time you glue until it dries to keep its shape. Continue rolling the mirror onto the wood and glue it until both ends come together. Lastly, I used E6000 on the back of the mirror to add a hook so it could be hung from. And then you're all finished. So there you have it, your own DIY circle mirror. This is great, and also just be careful while cutting the glass because it can be a little dangerous. Other than that, onto an announcement. So I have my own blog post, which is basically all the written instructions of the DIYs I make, and more. It goes more into detail. So if you would like to go check that out, I'll link it down in the description box below. Also, in my outro, you can click on my little logo, and it'll take you right to it. So if you click on that, please, it would make my day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!